whether you do it in university or not. It is going to take you probably 7 years to develop these things, right? Academically, right? Because no person could sit there in theory, right, and watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube and have mastered it without practical, actual exam relevance grading, right? And you can get access to those things now because you can generate them on your own. Now, let's just say by some odd reason you qualify by based on some variation because of knowledge, you would still have to qualify through an education, right? So I have all this knowledge. I know all these units. I've been studying them for years, right? You have bachelor level education. You have master's level education. Those certificates are irrelevant in that factor. Those things, yes, can make you a doctor off a bachelor's. Yes, can make you a doctor off those things. But you have to be given the role, right? If you have that education, how do you do that? You apply for the job. You know, you've been studying how to do network engineering now for fucking 9 months. You know, you've looked at the job and you see the requirements that they want. They want you to understand Windows 95 and 98 server and group policies, and you have a Microsoft certification. Yes, 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 yes. They have to pay for you to do a new Microsoft certification and train you anyway, right? The fact of the matter is that you went through the process and you got it. Now you're an engineer. It doesn't matter whether you have a bachelor's or a master's or not. Like you can then go through those academic channels and snipe those scholarships. Right, you can, but my opinion is the best way to do it is to if you can go through the education system, get that done, because you're doing it with evidence, you're doing it with social skills with as an advantage, right? At the same time, you're doing the exact same thing. You're developing a portfolio, as you say. You're having someone who's writing you a letter at the end of the day and giving you a tick of approval with which helps, right? But in its entirety, right, you still got to get the job. Now, you become an engineer for 8 months. Does that make you an engineer? Yes. All right. Because someone gave you that title, right? Someone turns around and gives you the title as computer scientist. You work that job for 8 months. You are a computer scientist now, right? But you want to become a doctor, right? You want to actually do teaching and those things. You have to go through the academic channels. And then what happens is some other person talks to another person and is offering to give someone, maybe 2 people in the entire class, money, right? You've got to realistically find out what that interest is. Now, that might be something that they do for 5-6 years. That might be something that they do every single year, and that's part of their syllabus, as part of their faculty, and they